Welcome back. Screen time limits are coming to Alabama classrooms. Governor Ivey recently signed the Healthy Early Development and Screen Time Act.
This bill limits the use of tablets, televisions, and computers in daycares, pre-K, and kindergarten classrooms. The governor says this will provide a healthy balance between technology and traditional learning.
WVTM 13's Sarah Killian gets the facts on why some feel this balance is needed.
Jamie Blackman taught 4-year-olds for 16 years.
My very first class was great. Like, we had fun, they had imagination, we were always doing things.
Over the years, as technology became more prevalent in homes, she noticed big changes in her students.
They had a hard time holding a crayon. They had a hard time using scissors.
But more importantly, the imagination was gone.
They didn't know how to play. They didn't know how to pretend. I could give them Legos, and they didn't know what to do with them. Even Lincoln Logs, they didn't know how to build with them.
Pretend and play replaced with tablets and televisions. Kate Scarborough, an assistant professor of teacher education at Samford University, says the impacts of screen time, especially in young children, are well researched. In a study published in 2023 in the Journal of the American Medical Association Pediatrics, screen time was associated with developmental delays in fine motor and social skills in children under 2. And in 2018, research by the National Institute of Health found that children who spent more than 2 hours a day on screens scored lower on language and thinking tests.
Those early experiences of play and working with their peers and interacting with teachers are so important to how the brain develops. So leaning into that research that's been around for a really long time and focusing on what children need for developmental appropriateness is important.
Alabama lawmakers recognize the negative impacts of screen time, and they're doing something about it. The state legislature just passed the Healthy Early Development and Screen Time Act. Now, this addresses the use of computers, tablets, and televisions in daycares, preschools, and public kindergarten classrooms. Now, under the law, screen time will be banned for children under 2 and limited for children ages 2 to 5. The governor's office says this isn't about banning technology, it's about balancing it.
Technology is part of our world. We're going to have to, expose children to technology. I don't think banning technology would be productive, but I do think just being very wise in how we use it and selective in our use with children.
And Scarborough says there are some benefits to technology.
Children that grow up in a more urban environment don't know when we're talking about farms. So to be able to use a tablet and to show and to demonstrate this is what a farm looks like, or this is what the beach looks like. Some of our children have never been to a beach, so technology can be really helpful to building background knowledge and giving them more information that they can use.
But not too much, and this former preschool teacher will always prefer a more old school way of teaching.
Really think keeping with the traditional ways of the way it used to be, because they're going to have way too much time on a Chromebook, on their own laptops. When they get into middle school and high school, they don't need that now.
And what they do need, more play and more pretend. In Birmingham, Sarah Killian, WVTM 13.
The American Academy of Pediatrics says one of the best ways to manage screen time, especially during the summer, is to set clear daily limits. That can mean no screens before 10 a.m. or only allowing devices at certain times of the day. Experts also suggest an earned screen time system where kids get device time after reading, doing chores, or playing outside. And to help fight boredom, create a list of fun activities that don't involve screens and set no device times like during meals, family outings, and before bed. The Healthy Early Development and Screen Time Act goes into effect January 1st, 2027. We posted the entire bill on our website, WVTM13.com. There you can read the entire law and all the provisions.